Hi everyone, Lance Durfee here. I just want to take a few minutes of your time and share with you the difference between linear income and residual income, or leveraged income, and the power that it truly has right here. If making an extra six figures this year interests you, stick around for just a few minutes. I won't waste too much of your time. I just want to take a few minutes and explain the difference right here. Okay. Most of us are used to trading time for money, right? We go and work a job, we get X amount of dollars per hour, or we get X amount of dollars per service that we provide. And regardless, it's trading time for money. And that's what most of us are used to. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you 12 months right here of both residual income, leveraged income, and linear income, okay? Let's just use $20 an hour for illustration purposes. And let's say you work 40 hours a week. So you're working 40 hours a week. You're making $20 an hour. That's $800, right? Okay. Well, we're gonna do it by the month. So then you've got that times 4. So you're working all this times 4. So now you're doing 160 hours for the month, and you're making $3,200. Everybody with me? Pretty simple math. Let's keep this simple, okay? So now, you write this over here. Month 1, you've went out and you've worked 160 hours, and you've made $3,200. Not bad. Okay, this right here, you've traded 160 hours for $3,200. Now I'm going to show you how to, in 10 hours a week, just 10, okay, which would, at 4 weeks, that's 40 hours, okay. So in 40 hours a month, I'm going to show you how to make way over double what you can make over here, okay. And in the beginning, it might not look like it. And that's the reason most people fail at this type of business, okay, is because they give up before they get a chance. In any business, you have what you call an overhead. In our business, it's a $200 a month overhead. Now, 40 of that has to come from you, because we believe you should be a product of your product. If you don't believe in the product that you are selling or sharing with people, you really shouldn't be in that business. So we believe you should be a product of the product, so you actually have to spend $40 out of your pocket, and the other 160 can come from your personal customers. And honestly, $200 a month for anybody who's been in business is nothing. I mean, that's a minute amount for an overhead for a business. So you're going to work 40 hours a week, or 40 hours a month right here. And in that 40 hours, you are going to learn how to do this business. You are going to find one person that wants to do this with you, okay? Over 40 hours, if I give you 40 hours, and you had to find one person that wanted to change their life and create huge income, could you do it? Absolutely. Anybody can do it. 40 hours is a truly realistic number. Okay, so you worked 40 hours. You found one person, so now there's 2 of you right here, okay? This first month, there's 2 of you. Each of you doing your $200 a month overhead, right? Because that's what it costs. That's your cost of doing business right here. You're doing your $200 a month. So now there's $400 a month going through your business center because of you and the person that you found this month, okay? So now there's $400 going through your business center. This, because we're publicly traded, this is actual numbers that we can verify, okay? This is not what you could make. This is the average of what our distributors make. And at this right here, you're doing $400 a month in your business. Our average, and it's just called an active distributor, makes $16 a month. Not a whole lot of money for 40 hours, right? Well, you're investing in yourself right here. You're building yourself up, and you're investing. This is not a get rich quick, but it kind of is. I mean, you actually make a lot of money if you will persevere and continuously put in this 40 hours. And I'm going to show you that here. Okay, next month, month 2. You're done another 160 hours. You've made another $3,200, okay? Over here, you put in another 40 hours. Now, you've taught that person that you found last month to do the same thing that you're doing. So now and you went and found one more person yourself. Now there's 4 of you doing this $200 a month overhead. Now you're doing $800 a month through your business. That's still, you're only an active distributor, okay? I'm sure you'd make a little bit more than that, but because I don't want to give you any false numbers here, $16. That's what our average active distributor makes. Month 3, you worked another 160 hours, made another $3,200. Okay, over here, you put in an extra 10 hours per week, so you've worked another 40 hours right here, so you're up to 120 hours right here total. You went out and found one more person and taught each of them to do the same thing. Just simple duplication right here. Now there's 8 of you. Okay, there's 8 of you that want to change your lives and create a legacy. You're each doing your minimum $200 a month overhead. So now you're up to, that would be $1,600. And you are now a Pro 1 in the business. And our actual Pro 1s average $92 a month. Make sure that's correct. Yes, okay. $92 a month is what our average Pro 1 distributor makes. You've worked 120 hours to make that. That's not looking that great at this moment in time. But remember, you are investing in yourself. You are creating an asset for you and your family right here. It takes time to build an asset. They don't come overnight. Next month, 4 months into this now. Now most people give up before they even get to here because they're not seeing a whole lot of results, right? Now there is more money than just this residual end of it. There's bonuses and stuff, so actually people have made a little bit of money besides this. But I just want you to see the residual side of this. Month 4, same thing. You went out, you worked another 160 hours, you made $3,200. Over here, this is your business side. This is what you're working on. You've worked another 40 hours, and you've went out and found just one more person in that 40 hours. You've taught your other people to do the same thing. This is a business. You are developing a business, so you got to treat it like one, and consistency is the key. Now there's 16 of you. Everybody's went and found one person. You're each doing your $200 a month overhead. That's the cost of doing business. Now you're doing $3,200 a month right there in business, going through your business. At that level, you're a Pro 2, and our average Pro 2 makes $248 per month. And, you know, it's getting better. Those numbers are growing, right? Looked pretty crappy in the beginning. It's still not great. It's still not $3,200 a month, right? But it's growing. You're building this asset. It is growing. And if you don't give up, if you'll consistently do this for a year, your life will never be the same. Okay, month 5. You're doing this again. You know, simple, another 160 hours. Made another $3,200. Over here, you've worked another 40 hours. You've went out and found one person that wants to do this, and you're still continuing to work with your team and build them up and teach them what to do. But there's 32 of you. Okay, 5 months into it, there's 32 people in your organization, in your business. Okay, you are the CEO, and you found 32 business partners right here. Each of you doing $200 a month in overhead. Now you're up to $6,400. And at $6,400, you're what we call a Pro 3. And our average Pro 3 makes $501. That's not too bad. Your income's growing right here, right? 501. You're 5 months into it. You made an extra $500 this month, right there, off of yours and other people's efforts, right? So now, let's go back and look at month 6 right here. Doing another 160 hours. You made another $3,200. Over here, you just put another 40 hours in, so now you're up to like 200 hours you put in. You found one more person that wants to do this, and everybody else has done the same. In 40 hours, everybody can find one person that wants to change their life. Absolutely realistic numbers. Everybody's doing their $200 a month overhead. Now you've got $12,800 going through your business center each month. At that level right there, you're what we call a Pro 4 in the business. You're rank advancing each month now, right here. And that's pretty cool. So at a Pro 4, our average Pro 4 makes $1,030. Hey, that's not bad. You just work 40 hours to make $1,030 right there. That's your income's climbing. It's looking great, right? It was a little disturbing up here in the beginning because there wasn't a whole lot happening. Now you're getting down here. Now you're seeing the power of leverage. It's starting to grow. Over here, you're still making great money. You're surviving. You're doing what you got to do right over here. You're working your 160 hours a month. You're just putting in an extra 40 hours a month to change your life. This is just for 1 year. Okay, 7th month. You've done your 160 hours to survive. You've made your $3,200 that's paying all your bills. You put in another 40 hours over here to find one more person. And everybody else has done the same. Okay, so now you're up to 128. Right. Now you're growing right here. You know, see the power of doubling and leverage right here. This is awesome. Okay, everybody's doing their $200 a month. Now you're up to 25,600 going through your business. Now at this level right here, you've rank advanced to what we call a Pro 5 in the business. And a Pro 5 makes, on average, $2,101 per month. That's not bad for working an extra 40 hours, right? You see the power of leverage right here. You're making, you're building an asset or a business right here. Okay, month 8, same thing. Worked another 160 hours, made another $3,200. Over here, we put in another 40 hours. We found one more person. We are now up to 256 people that are in our organization that are doing the same thing. They're just finding one person a month, working an extra 10 hours a week for their future. Everybody's doing their $200 a month overhead. Now you're up to $51,200 going through your business center. At this level, you are actually rank advanced to a Pro 6. Our average Pro 6 in the business makes $5,238. You're making way over $100 an hour now through leveraging this right here. You just made more than what you made on this side right here. By month 8, you have more than doubled your income. Does it make sense? I hope it does right here. The power of leverage is truly phenomenal. Okay, we're just going to quick run through these other months just so you can see. Okay, you done another 160, made another $3,200. Okay, now you've worked another 40 hours and you have found one more person. Now you're up to 512. Each of you are doing your $200 a month overhead. You're up to now $102,400 going through your business center. This is what we call a Pro 7 in our business. And in a Pro 7, you are now currently making on average $10,646. Will that change your life? I would think so. You went from making $3,200 a month over here to making over 10 grand a month in 9 months through a consistent effort of working 40 hours a month, an extra 10 hours a week. Schedule it in and make it happen. Okay, month 10. You're still working over here. We made 100, worked 160 hours. We made another $3,200. Okay, we've worked another 40 hours. Now you're up to 1,024 in your organization. You have 1,024 business partners right here that you're working with. But you've only found one more each month, okay? And so now, you're each doing your $200 a month overhead. Now you're up to $204,800 going through your business center. And what we call a Pro 8. You have rank advanced to a Pro 8 in our business. And you are now doing now you are making $23,000 on average and $58. That's what our average Pro 8 makes right there. So 10 months into it, through leveraged income right here, you've made $23,000 in that month, let alone the rest of it that you've made. Okay? Month 11, you've put in another 160 hours. You've made another $3,200. Over here, you put in another 40 hours right here to find one person and help your team do whatever they needed help with. Now you're at 2,048 business partners in your business. Each of you doing the $200 a month overhead. Now you're up to $409,600 going through your business center. Now, unfortunately, you didn't rank advance right here. Terrible, right? You're still at a Pro 8. You're close to what we call a Pro 9, but you're still a Pro 8 in this business. So unfortunately, you only made, well, and I'm sure your income went up, okay? But this is our average. I don't want to give you any false numbers, so we're going to say you made another $23,058. Terrible, terrible month, right? That's just the pits. Well, this 12th month right here, and you went and done the same thing, 160 hours, $3,200. You went and put in another 40 hours to find one more person that wants to change their life and create something special for their family and their loved ones. Now, there's 4,096 people or business partners in your organization. Each of you doing the $200 a month. Now there's $819,000 or $819,200 going through your business center. You are now what we call a Pro 9. And a Pro 9, you're a very solid Pro 9, because at 500 you actually hit the Pro 9 level. Pro 9 averages in our business $35,852. Terrible, right? That's just terrible income to make that right there. This is the power of leveraged income. This is what we're all used to, linear income. This right over here, you have now worked a grand total of 1,920 hours. You have made a grand total of $38,400. Worked 1,920 hours to make $38,400. Over here, on this side, you have worked a grand total of 480 hours. And you have made a grand total over this year of $101,856. For 480 hours of leveraged income you've made, or leveraged work, you've made $101,000. Which scenario looks better to you? You know, there's no doubt this side is the better side. But the problem is most people give up before they even make it down into here. That, you know, they go out and talk to a few people and nobody's, you know, takes them seriously or whatever. They give up. Everybody gives up. If you will not give up, these numbers are absolutely real. And you know what? We actually have 3 more ranks in our company here, and you can see the power of leverage. It won't take very long to get there if you'll be consistent and work yourself through the hard times. Okay? This is an asset that you're building here. This right here is just trading time for money, time away from your family and your loved ones. This over here is creating an asset to where, hey, when you get up to a certain level, I reckon you probably could just say, hey, I don't feel like working at all. I'm not going to go out and find somebody new. I'm just going to go enjoy my family and my friends and enjoy that stable income. So, anyways, guys, I hope you've learned something here, or I hope I've shared something that's been worth value to you. This changed my life. The way I understand this now is it's truly powerful. This is a powerful system if you'll just plug into it and use it. So, anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, and if there's any questions or comments that you'd like to make, please feel free, reach out to us, or anything at all. We would love to help. So, have a wonderful day.